What uncontrollables do you think could impact the markets?
The first one I think about, not in the way that a lot of people think about it today, but is the political environment. And not so much what party or who gets elected, but what are the things, changes in policy, changes in imports, changes in exports, changes in taxation could affect a lot.
Energy policy is very
much
different.
So.
Yeah.
That was an example of one of the things that happened a few years ago. The other thing is not just our local scene, but the international scene. And when I think about that, I think about things like China. Now, we struggle to understand how to invest in China because their numbers are hard to understand the way that they're published. But China is one of the biggest consumers on the world stage. And with what's gone on in their economy, that has slowed and contracted. And that's one of the things over time that if that changes, could affect about everything that we touch.
What do you think about some geopolitical risks that are out there?
Not all the countries look like the United States. The United States has bounced back really well. So that's one of the things you can't control. I look at probably Mexico and India, and they are both emerging countries that will have a big impact on what they're doing, what they're buying, what it looks like. A lot of capital is starting to change hands in those countries and kind of going from maybe if you'd call it a third world country to trying to develop a main stage economy.
I think Mexico was the number one importer last year. It overtook China for the United States, which is interesting.
I never would have dreamed the things that are happening in trade partnerships. And probably the other thing is that we're going to end up pulling back drugs, many other things from China, chips especially,
Reshoring.
and over time, U.S. country and companies will benefit.
Yeah.